Hi friends, welcome back to This Beaded Life. I'm Jody and I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Thank you for spending your time with me today. It makes me really happy. So today we are going to be unboxing the Bohem Style for July. And I'm really excited. So we did the unboxing for Craftica already, or maybe you'll see this one first, I'm not sure. But Craftica makes the Bohem Style box, and it's a little bit different than the Craftica Czech Glass exclusive box, and I'll show you. Let's go to the mat. Okay, but first things first. Our seize the day for today, which is July 2nd, is we do not stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop playing. And Benjamin Franklin said that. Yeah. I feel like that's true half the time for me. Half the time I feel like I'm just getting old. All right, so for this one, we're going to bring out my little wood palette here. Okay, so the Bohem Style box, which is made by Craftica, has a bunch of Bohemian glass beads, Czech glass beads, beautiful beads. And what they do is they send you, they have a link here where you can make exactly what you see here. So it's a really pretty necklace with like a little dangle and a bracelet, and it's really, really pretty. But I am the kind of person that I like to take this and turn it into something that I want to make. So not that there's anything wrong with their stuff. Nope, nope, nope. Their pattern is perfect, and if you fall in love with this, then you might want to make that yourself. But I'm just one of those people that I'm like, let me see what I can do from this. So anyway, it's chock full of things that you would get to make this. So that's including if you need jump rings or eye pins or head pins or crimps and bead stringing wire, all that stuff. The other thing that I like to do is it comes wrapped in discording. Last year it was all turquoise ones, and this year we're getting brown. So I do save this because I have used this in my jewelry before. So if you get the box, save the cord. It's great cord for beading. All right, so we're just gonna dive right into it here. Our first little baggie has these really pretty Czech glass pearls in them, and they have like a, not an AB finish, but almost like a, oh my goodness, what's the name of that? Like kind of like a luster finish on it. Very, very pretty. And the next one, we have some white donut spacers. I'm gonna get my little dishes here because put these ones in the pink here. And these are just really nice little donut spacers. They're probably about 4 by 2 millimeter donut spacers. I like getting these. And you know, every time I get these from them, I tend to use them all. I just use them all up. So let's put those right there. Next thing we have is I bet you this is an open, like twisted ring. So let's take a look. This is what they showed in the picture where your dangles would be hanging from. And I'm not sure if it's open or closed. Nope, it's open. There's a little opening right here. So it's a nice big like jump ring or a connector. I really like it when they use like that little like dented, twisted look. It's really, really pretty. So let's put that right there in the middle. Okay, there's our one eye pin that they said we would need. So let's go ahead and take that out. I'm sure we'll end up using it. Here are some little ball head pins. It looks like they sent like 6 of them, 5 or 6. Put those right in the back on that little spot there. They sent some gold bead stringing wire. This is equivalent to like a tiger tail, so like a 7-strand. It is good wire. I've used it in a lot of my pieces. I'm just gonna set that one aside instead of opening it because it'll just spin open. All right, so this one we have some beautiful white Czech glass shells. Here they are. There's no finish on it like AB or anything like that. They're just nice and bright white. Very, very pretty. I like those little shells. Then we have some crimp beads, and these are usually like, I think they're like a size 1 crimp bead. We got a couple clasps. This stuff is very handy. I'm just gonna set that with the bead stringing wire. They also sent us some chain. I think this is some extender chain. Yep, we got 2 pieces of extender chain. So that's awesome. You can make your bracelet and your necklace adjustable. Okay, and here we have some 8mm, looks like fire polish faceted rounds in white. These are really, really pretty too. I like those. I'm really liking the whole white aesthetic. Like they've been getting me out of my comfort zone lately, and they are throwing like a little splash of color in with this. It's great. They gave us some wire guardians. Okay, looks like we have some more like almost like a 6/0 or almost like some kind of rondelle spacer. Let's take a look at these. So these have like they're like gray translucent, but they also have gold. So that makes it really, really interesting. So you get this really light gray on one half of the bead, and then the rest is like, the other half is gold. It has a gold finish on it. So that's really pretty. I like those because they're a little bit wider than like these spacers. Looks like we have some, probably like a 4mm jump ring. Ooh, we got some gold shells. Let's put these on the white dish. And they look metal, but they're not. They are Czech glass with a metal coating on it. These are very pretty. I like these. I haven't gotten any shells like this from anyone, so this is really cool to have this. We'll put them over here. All right, so it looks like we have some 6mm Drux, and these look to be having a AB finish on it, and part of it. So we'll just kind of roll them around, and you can see the AB. Oh, wrong dish, Jody. Wrong dish. There we go. I like that when they do the AB just on a part of it, so that way it just kind of like you catch that shimmer like out of the corner of your eye. It's just really, really pretty. Okay, now it looks like we have a couple like, I think these are 8mm. These are 10mm, you guys. These are much bigger than 8, sorry. So these are 8, these are 10. These are probably like a 5 or 6. And they're 2 faceted fire polish Czech glass rounds. And okay, we have some more of that like really pretty gray and gold. I like that they're putting the gray and gold with this, and then there's this little splash of mint green. That's really pretty. These are nice, and they're just little Drux. So a nice little spacer there too. Roll them right up in here. Okay, we have some more fire polish faceted rounds. I just heard my cat acting all crazy. I think these are like a 5mm. I think these are the 6mm. I keep doing that. Can't see them on the white background. So those are nice. All right, then we have some larger of the gray Czech glass and gold washed or gold coated on one side Drux. Okay, then we have some little faceted gold beads. And these are Czech Glass Beads too. Okay, then we have some little gold O-ring spacers. These are always nice to have. I use these a lot too whenever I get their boxes. I absolutely love them. We're gonna go right here with them though. And then we have some more little gold spacers. So yeah, there's a lot of gold in here. I think there's only like a couple things of green. I'm not seeing really much of anything else in a color, but that's okay. I don't mind. So there's those. I'll just put those right here. Oh, these are cute. These are kind of like a wavy disc. And these are in the gold Czech glass, but they do have like a little, I don't know if you can tell, but they kind of dip in and over. These are cool. I like those. I'd like to have more of those. All right. Looks like we have a little charm or pendant here. Cute little compass. That's really cute. Put that right there. We have some Czech pearls. We have 5 of them in this really pretty ivory color. Everyone's getting in on the pearls, man. Everyone loves the pearls. Ooh, this is a big one. Look at this big old guy here. He's got to be about a 16 millimeter faceted Czech glass round in gold. He's really pretty. Super faceted. Look at all those facets. Okay, we have some more white here. It looks like we have some 4 millimeter drugs that have an AB finish on it. I keep doing that. Can't see the white on the white. There we go. Quite a few of those. That's nice. We're going to set them right here. And we have some more gold facets. These are about an 8 millimeter, and you get 2 of them. And our last little bag are some more pearls. So these look to be about a 12 millimeter pearl. And these are Czech glass pearls. There they are. All right, guys, this is going to be fun. I think we will make something probably like, I'm thinking I would like to do a necklace. I don't know. I'm just going to kind of flip theirs over somewhere so I don't see it, because I would just want to, I took a quick glance at it, but I just want to come up with a design without being like coerced by their design. I want to see what I can come up with on my own. So let me move some stuff around here. I'm going to grab this little blue bead mat. I'm going to do some lighting adjustment if I need to. All right, so let's take a look and see what we have. So we have this ginormous gold bead, right? So that's beautiful. That's going to be wonderful. We're definitely going to want that. I think I'm going to want to use this and this on the bracelet. I think we're going to go with a pendentless look. So we're going to have some beads here, right? So we have some pearl. We have some gold. We have some white. We only have 3 of these guys. Maybe one will be a focal over here. You know what? We have all kinds of beautiful things that we can do something with. I think that we can make this work. I'm going to clean up a little bit of stuff, make some little piles out here, get rid of this guy, and then I will also grab my stringing material. I'll be right back. Okay, so I just realized I just put this whole thing together and I didn't hit record. So let me show you guys what I ended up doing. All right, so I took one of the little extender chains and I cut 2 lengths. I cut this one, which is about 1.5 inches, and then this one, which is about 1/2 inch, and I put a dangle on both. I took about a 4-inch piece of the cording that tied our box, and I did like a little loop around here and connected it to our ring, and I was able to put a bead on one side and then I just put a knot on the other. We hung our little compass from a jump ring here in the middle, and then I put one of these seashell beads on an eye pin and hung it from a jump ring as well, just to give it a little extra dangle and jingle jangle. So there we go. That's what it looks like. It's like a little uneven, which I like. I like that this one's kind of just hanging down there farther. And we got a bunch of different kinds of elements in here. So we got some of the natural elements, we got some gold. I mean, just really, really fun stuff. So that's what I ended up doing. Sorry about that, guys. All right. I haven't done that in a long time. All right, so now that we have that, I think what we're gonna wanna do is, we don't wanna hang it, we can't really hang it just from a jump ring. I don't wanna really do that. We're gonna need something up here to hang it from. So I think we'll probably go with this one. Although I'm kind of wanting to use it. No, I think we'll go with this one. So we need our eye pin. And we're just gonna stick that on there. We're gonna make a nice simple loop. And this one's gonna be a little bit bigger of a simple loop because it's a pretty big juicy bead there. Oh, let me fix that. I don't know what happened there. All right, so now we have that. Let's go ahead and hang our little pendant from it. I was gonna use this on the bracelet, but then I'm like, no, I kind of like the whole dangle look. This is gonna be really cute. All right, so now we have that. Now we get to do some stringing. So I'm gonna put this on the center of our necklace. And again, I am so sorry that I did not catch that, you guys, that I didn't have you on here. I'm so sorry for that. All right, so now we have that on. And we're gonna stick some of these larger beads like right here, just so, maybe I should grab some. Do any of these fit underneath? Nope, they fit right next to it. Let me grab a couple little seed beads. I think I might even have some white ones. Hold on one second, guys. I promise I'll turn it back on. Sorry, hold on one sec. Okay, super cool. I've got some of these really pretty like AB ones, and we might use them throughout because they're really, really pretty, and just bring a little something from our own stash in there. And I'm not sure who makes these. I think I got them in like a little bundle deal from Amazon, or this may have been the one of the little sets that my friend Florence sent to me. Let's put like 3 of these little guys here. Let's do 2 more, so we'll have 5. There we go. All right, so now when we string, this should sit right on top of our seed beads instead of rubbing on our bead stringing wire. All right. All right, so let's see, what's our plan, guys? What's our plan? Should we maybe start with like a couple of these little white ones here? Do like 3 of these. And maybe a couple of these gold spacers. And then I kind of feel like I want the green more up towards the side. So let's do, that gold is right there. Let's do one of these big faceted white ones. And then let's do 2 more gold spacers. Get on there. And then we're gonna do 3 more of these. There, I like that. All right, so this is what we have so far. They all look pretty. All right, so then I think I do want to do some of these little seed beads in here because they're really cute. So let's just bring in some of those little seed beads. I gotta put my glasses back on. My glasses were making my face warm, but I can't see without them, so. And if you hear like the fan, it's because my room is hot. I have the door open though because I don't have to worry about anybody making noise or anything like that tonight. So unless it's the animals make noise too, but. All right, so now let's bring in like a little segment of this gold. So, you know what, let's do these right here. We're gonna do 3 of these. Let's do 2 of these white spacers. Thinking maybe let's do this gold one. And 2 more white spacers. And then 3 of these. There we go. That looks cute. Let's do 5 more of our little seed beads here. All right, now I want to get into like some of the seashells. So let's go ahead and start doing that. So I think what we'll do is we will take, let's do a couple of these gold rondelles, like 3 of these. Excuse me, I'm sorry guys. We have 3 of those, and then let's do, I got 2 of those, I've got 3 of these. Let's do a pearl instead of the little donut spacers. There we go. And then let's do a white shell. Another pearl, and then those other 2 pearls are for the other side. And then we need 3 more of these rondelles. There we are. Oh yeah, this is looking cute. I like this. All right, we need 5 more seed beads. I think I'm gonna do the green pearl next. So we got 5 more seed beads there. And then let's do 3 of these little white ones. We'll do a couple of these gold. Move one of those aside, put one of these on here. Do 2 more gold. And then 3 of these little white beads. And then we'll do our seed beads and we'll start doing the other side the same way. Okay, so this is our pattern so far, you guys. This is what we have so far, and I think it's gonna look really, really cute. So let's put on 5 of these little seed beads real quick. Hi, Woody, what you doing, buddy? You coming to hang out with me since Daddy's not home, huh? So Shane and all the boys went to see Weird Al in concert tonight down in Detroit. So, which means Mama's got the whole house to herself. So she's able to, you know, just mess around with jewelry without feeling like she's missing out on family time, and it's gonna be kind of nice. And then I don't have to work tomorrow, so I can stay up late and watch a movie if I want to. So that'll be really good too. I always enjoy watching a movie. All right, so now we're starting on the other side, and I'm just gonna repeat the same pattern that I got going here. So I'll pause you guys, and then we'll come back and we'll do some more beading and finish off the ends of this. Okay guys, and we are back. So this is what we have so far. Look at that there. This is very, very pretty. I like it. I like it. All right. I love how they just included like that one little splash of mint green. It's so pretty. So now we just need to find out what we want to do the rest of the way up there. We've got some things left over here. I'm just going to try to move stuff around a little bit so I can see what I have. I think I have some just faceted, yeah. Okay. That goes there. All right. I think there's a couple in here that are not faceted. Yeah. All right, let me just dig around here real quick. I just kind of dumped them all off there. This one goes here. That's a round one. These are faceted. That's a round. 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 Okay, I think the rest of those are faceted. Yeah, they all look faceted to me. Okay. Sorry, I need a little drink real quick. Okay, so we're gonna also need some more seed beads in a moment here. So let's go ahead and find the next thing that we wanna do up here. I think I would like to do probably 2 more shells. So let's do, let me think. Let's do these little round ones here. So we'll do 3 of these. And then we can do two of these white ones. Our shell on. Actually, let's do 2 white ones, 2 gold ones. Actually, we can do 1 of these gold ones. That looks cute. I like that. Okay. And then we need 1 more of these. Which kitty's yelling at me? Hi, Marms. What are you doing, buddy? Need 2 of those. And then 3 of these. And there we go. I'm going to put out just a few more seed beads because we're going to need some more. I'm thinking we'll incorporate them into our bracelet too. And I'm also thinking, I think we're going to make a pair of earrings as well, you guys. So we'll end this with, I think, our 5 seed beads. Or maybe we'll do just another little something or other. I have 1 more of those. Well, I only have 5 of these, so instead, since I've got 3 and 3, I'm going to take this part off, Here's the second. Let's put these 3 on. Let's do our 2 little white spacers. And this little gold one. And then we have enough to do 3 of these on each side. So let's do 3 of these after our seashell first. There we go. Jody, you're doing this in like not the right order. Settle down, girls, settle down. All right, we have our gold one. And then our 2 little white ones. Now we can pick these up. So there's 1, 2, and 3. There's 1, 2, and 3. Let's do our 5 seed beads. And maybe we'll just do just 1 more single bead up here at the top, like so. No, that looks dumb. I don't like that. All right, so let's do 3 of these little faceted guys. And then that should be good. Yes, that would be perfect. All right, so 1, 2, and 3. And 4 and 5 of those. And then we just need 3 of these little faceted ones. There we go. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna like straighten this out, make sure it's all nice and even here. And now we can do our crimping and our clasp. So I'm going to use the clasp that they sent, these little gold ones. And I'm going to use their crimp beads. So let's use their crimp beads, and we're going to be doing some traditional crimping tonight. There's 1 and 2. These are also really great to like, you know, smush at the end of like a, if you want to do like a beaded like tassel strand or something. They're really good for that too. That's why I tend to use most of those little ones on, but I'm like, you know what? They're here, let's use them. All right, I'm gonna stick this through a few of these beads here just before I get to my seed beads. Or at least through 2 of these. There we go, 2 is fine. All right, so we're gonna pull that down. We're gonna leave just a little loop there. Our traditional crimper's out, and because it's such a small one, we're gonna go into our second notch, the middle notch. Gonna give it a crimp, and then the first notch, and give it another crimp. And now it's real little, you can barely even notice it. And you can tug on it, make sure it's gonna stay. Let's trim off our little extra piece here. There we go. And now we're just gonna scoop this all down to the end there. And we'll do this one. So we need our crimp and our jump ring. Oops. And we're just gonna fold that over, go through our crimp and a couple of these beads. Hold on to our jump ring and just kind of slide that right down. We want a small little loop at the top, just like the other side. Put that down there further. There we go. All right, and now we can take this one and we're gonna go in the middle again. Crimp, turn it on its side. Whoops. And crimp. There we go. And we've got our necklace done. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna hold this up so you can see it and I'll try it on at the end. So here's our little dangle. And then here's our beaded necklace. I think that looks really, really pretty. All right, we're gonna put her off to the side there. And let's start thinking about how we want our bracelet to look. So we have some possibilities here because we can do a bracelet and a pair of earrings, no problem. Because look, I wanna use these for some earrings. These would be like no problem at all to like have these. And maybe we can double shell it, you know, like we could do something like that. I don't know. But let's work on our bracelet first. Okay, so I would like some bead stringing wire. And we're going to do probably about 10 to 11 inches here. There we go. Wrap that back up. Still using the same bead stringing wire. We're using that 49 strand. And I think I'm gonna start in the center. So I really want to use this little guy here. And let's do like a little gold spacer in between. And actually let's do gold. And then this white and another gold. Let's do that. And then we could do these pearls. Although I'm kind of thinking I would like to see these pearls maybe with this. That would look cute. Okay, you know what? That's our plan. All right, so we have that. And then let's do one of these really pretty like iridescent ones. Do the same thing, so gold. Gold, white, and gold. I'm going to bring in a shell some point. You know what? I think maybe. Let's rethink this for a second. So if I did this shell here for our focal, and then like this, and maybe this shell, just have like two shells or three, you know, both shells on here, but two of one, one of the other. Oh yeah, that's gonna look really cute. I like that. Okay, good deal. So then let's do our gold, our white, our gold. Let's bring in one of these. One of these white ones. One of these wavy ones, or maybe we should do two. Let's do two of the wavy ones. Another white, and another gold. Okay, yeah, this is cute. I like this. All right, so then we need our gold, our white and our gold. Get on there. Oh, one too many. There we go. All right, so we have that side. Let's go ahead and let's do this other side. So I need one of these guys, one of these, two of these. One of these. And then after we put our last like 3 little beads on, I'll like put it on my wrist to see if that's enough room. Oh, wrong one. Okay, so I think I can do, because I'm going to want to put both sides on jump rings, I think. So I think what I want to do is maybe add just one more of these gold beads. And then that should be plenty. And we'll add the extender chain to this one. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's grab that extender chain, use that up. All right, so I need a couple more crimps. Oop, holy moly. Just need 2, Jody. There we go. And let's put our crimp on. I'm going to put one of these jump rings on, and we're going to fold this over and do our crimping. Well, that crimp felt different. Wonder if it'll. I've been having some luck with some crimps lately, guys. Some really bad luck. All right, hold on one second. We're gonna cut that off because that did not feel right, and we don't trust it when it doesn't feel right. So let me go ahead and snip that little part off. This is why I get too much wire, you guys, because stuff like this happens every now and then. There we go. All right, let's try that side again. Yeah, that one crimp just felt a little weird when I squished it, and I'm like, nope, that's not right. Something about it did not feel right. All right. Let's try this again. We're gonna go in the middle one. That's better. That's what I'm talking about. There we go. Yep, I just got a bad cramp, you guys. All right, so there's that one. I'm gonna slide this all back down. Grab another one of those crimp beads. I say 1, I dump out 4. There we go. Pick that up. And we need a jump ring. Don't worry, I'm gonna make sure these jump rings are secure before I do anything else with them. Go just through this big bead here. And let's just gently pull that down. All right, now we want to make sure this will fold around my wrist, right? We don't want it to be too tight. Okay, so let's go ahead and go in there and crimp that one. Yep, that one felt good. All right, good deal. Yay, guys. All right, we got that snipped off there. Now let's open up this. I want to make sure I can open and close both these jump rings so I can get them nice and sturdy. So first things first, let's put this one on with our extended chain here. And the chain extender is long enough. I think you could double this as a as an ankle bracelet if you wanted to. That'd be fun. All right, so there's that side. And then let's open this one up. Mainly so I can make sure I have it closed all the way. Put on our clasp. All right, now I want to put a little dangle on the end of our little thing there. So I think what we'll do is we will do probably one of these little faceted white beads. And we can do like a little gold spacer here. Actually, I want to do a little bit smaller, so let's do one of these with another little gold bead, like that. I think I can do a little wrap loop. Just put this on the end. Hang on to that little loop. And these are pretty stiff head pins, so I'm going to use my pliers to do a couple little wraps around. There might only be one complete wrap, but it'll still hold and it'll look cute. So that's all that matters. Well, it looks like we got about 1.5 out of it. That's good. And we can just finish smushing it down there. There. No snags or anything. So here's our little beachy bracelet. Turned out really cute. Got quite the extender on there. Like I said, I'm going to try it on my ankle too to see if it'll fit on my ankle, because that'd be a cute ankle bracelet. All right, I'm going to find some ear wires and I'll be right back, guys. Okay, friends, I've got a couple lever back ear wires. I'm going to grab a couple gold eye pins. Still have a couple gold head pins that we can use. So let me just grab 2 of those out of there. Kind of straighten that out a little bit. Those get a little crazy in the package for some reason. You know what? Let's use our new nylon jaw pliers, because I don't know what I did with my other ones. I should have these out anyway. They're new. I should be using them all. All right. So we have that. Let's straighten this little guy up. Just kind of bend it back to where it needs to be here. Well, that's pretty close. All right. So we're going to put him on a eye pin. Just the way he is, just like that. He'll look really adorable. And then we're going to do a simple loop here. This is going to be the top part of our earring. All right, so there's our simple loop. We're going to make this into a little small head pin or eye pin. So I'm just going to take this and just kind of do one of these numbers. Make a little loop out of that. Just like so. And then we're going to put one of these little guys on it. Do another simple loop. You trim just a little bit off here. Like so. Then we are also going to take this guy, put him on our head pin here. Make another little simple loop. Okay, and I do want one more small head pin. So let's go ahead and put our big guy on here first, and then our leftover will be for our small one. We're going to need another head pin anyway, but might as well just do it this way. Okay, so put him on. Trim off some. Let's roll that back. Go. It's for our other one. All right, so let's turn this one into a little eye pin. And I want to do one of these, you know, let's do a little faceted one. All right, yeah, we'll do a little faceted one. That'll look cute. There's that. And then fold that over. You need to trim just a teeny tiny bit off. All right, so let's go ahead and connect this. So I want my white one up here. Followed by my little gray and gold one. And then ending with our pearl. These are going to be like a little bit chunkier earrings, guys, but not too bad. That looks cute. I like this. All right, let's open this side up. Oop, I was on the right side to begin with. And then let's put our ear wire on. And there's our one earring. Okay, let's do the other one real quick. We're going to need an eye pin. So we have that one. There we go. Let's get our little faceted guy on here. Make our little simple loop. And then let's make our other eye pin. Oh, that one turned out kind of icky. All right. Let's put our bead on here. And then we can fold that over, give it a little snip. All right, let's grab our other shell, our other pearl, I mean, and then let's put it on our head pin. And here we go. There. Wondering what I should do next. Oh my goodness, because I'm done with this. After I clean this up, what do I do next, guys? Do I play in my beads some more? Do I go watch a movie? Do I read? What should I do? All right, let's go ahead and hook this all together. And I'm going to take off my jewelry and I'll get this all tried on for you. All right, there we go. Look at that. These are cute. I love the way they turned out. I hope you guys like them too. Okay, I'm going to clean this up and I'm going to try these on for you and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I put my hair up for you so you can see it better, but here's the earrings. I think these turned out super cute. And then here's our necklace. I kind of wish I would have brought the green down a little bit closer. I guess I misjudged my length, but here it is. I think it turned out really, really pretty. And then here's our bracelet. Absolutely love it. And it does fit on my ankle too, guys. So I could choose to wear it on my wrist or open it up all the way and put it on my ankle. So I hope you guys like this one. I think it's really cute, very beachy. Very, very pretty. I hope you guys have a wonderful day and I will see you again real soon. Bye everyone.